Jas Jimenez 2105 has bought 5 Dixper crates. Cookie 3 Stanka Zeros has bought 10 Dixper crates. Jas Jimenez 2105 has bought 5 Dixper crates.
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
Welcome to Chaotic Calling Streaming. My name is Starwin, and we are playing some D&D tonight with our SAE. And I know you guys are like, what is SAE? With our Building SAE Compendium, it's basically my Space Armada Elite that I'm currently reconfiguring into D&D Escape. It's something I did a long time ago, and I'm happy to bring it back because I do love space adventures, and I hope you guys are willing to go with me with these fine people who are also allowing you to use Dixper cards. So if you guys want to use Dixper, go to dixper.gg/chaotic-calling and check out the cards. This deck in particular, you get a free one on a sub, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, maybe you should think about it. Get rid of them pesky commercials, and also you'll be able to get some free of these skill card crates from... Gosh, I feel like I'm not running this ad very well, am I? Dixper's from... You get these free Dixper cards from your sub, guys. And you can sub easily with a Prime, or you can be gifted a sub, or you could give subs if you're feeling generous. Everything helps support the stream, helps me keep doing this every week, and hopefully I can make this a fun game to bring to our Friday. Ooh, butterfly. Anyway... Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Joining me, we have... Gosh, I forgot. A couple of you guys are new characters, aren't you?
Yep.
We got Charlie.
Hello.
Samuel.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Fizz.
Hi, everybody.
Kunai.
Hello.
Welcome in, welcome in. Gosh, it still seems like a short list, though, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
did somebody...
did
Did anybody add Stony? I didn't get a word from him earlier.
Oh, Stony. Oh, bloody. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll give him an ad.
Yeah, give him an ad real quick, because I feel like we have to keep reminding him, but I don't even know if something else that was talked about is happening already, too. So, like I said, we might be looking for some new blood on Mondays, so if you want to be a part of our D&D game here on Monday nights, starts here every Monday at 7 p.m. Be part of our Discord community. Let me know in a Discord message. Say, hey, Star, can I join Monday? And I'll talk to you about it and see how you mesh with the rest of my group. But yeah, because of situations that are cropping up with a couple of my players that were here at the beginning, I feel like we could use a few extra faces if we could find them. And if I don't find anybody this week, I'll try to reach out on Roll20. All right. The Aurora has been maintenance. It has been taken into Astro Elf territory in the wild, in what they call wild space, in the Syraxis system. And you guys were able to get your mining equipment set up on your ship. You went to explore some minefields in the asteroid belts and found a very interesting mineral called Quantanium. However, Quantanium was volatile, and so unless you were able to process it properly, that stuff was going to explode. So you had to let that go, return to the Astro Elves, and or make some trade agreements, get some upgrades, get a refinery put on the ship. And after spending time orienting yourselves for a few days as all the installations were being done, you guys take off to space once more. And it was only an hour session as we were crunching numbers more than anything. And find an asteroid belt or an asteroid to deplete. And you've gathered up gold, platinum, and silver on your first basic trip. This is where ranking and mining is going to come in handy, because you'll be able to find better minerals, I think, if you have a higher rank in mining. So that makes sense. Alright, and with that, you guys took your haul. You even had your processor process it. The Aurora, though, as spacious as it is, not all of it is set up for cargo holding. And whenever it comes to minerals, your cargo hold for minerals isn't adequate for like mass strip mining or what have you. So an ideal to think about is maybe invest in a hauler. We'll come up with some creative haulers here later. I kind of got the basics written down in the drives and ships, so you guys could kind of like take an idea of where I'm starting. But yeah, we're slowly putting that together. But for right now, you guys did a haul, brought it back with your trade skills that you started ranking up. You were able to manipulate the market a little bit to get it to favor you, finding out that there was a shortage of a certain mineral and made more profit off that particular mineral than the others, and you know, you rolled over hand over gold pretty much. After this successful trip, you guys are basically in the ferry area we're here right now, right? You guys are basically putting, you know, checking your systems, making sure everything's running efficiently. Kipper's going through the you know, like the logs, making sure that there's no troubles in the engines and what have you. It's basically basic diagnostics before taking off for you know, the pre-maintenance, as you guys were just waiting for all the minerals to get deposited elsewhere, and you got your money, right? Money has been transferred, and you guys have what you need. You could choose to, I don't know, like make purchases before you leave if you need to, or you can start setting up ideals of where you want to go next.
Well, since we have a pilot here this week, I would like to ask our pilot. We have enough to upgrade one of the fighters to a Class B. We would like to do that.
We have a fighter here? Who?
Well, do you want to?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We stranded that fighter or that pilot.
I forgot.
So
Yeah,
here's the
British.
okay, because the two of you new people weren't here last week. We've actually spent a good week downtime for you guys to kind of like gain your rankings. So you were either intensely trained in whatever skills you're wanting to aim for. So whatever rank points I have designated for this level, you can go ahead and distribute in those skills. So why don't you tell me like your ideal allocation there, Charlie? Are you trying to assimilate the same thing or something different?
I think Charlie's gonna mostly be mechanic, hacking, and engineering, with a main priority mechanic, because Nisha's probably been showing him some pretty nice things.
Yeah. No, that's nice. Yeah, Donisha and you have been hanging out. I think, depending if Torque is going to keep going, it's like Torque has been saying he was kind of like hanging out with them so they can learn more as well. But with that, and in case I forget, I don't want to forget this. Red, thank you for your resub. Everybody, thank you for the great purchases. You guys make this stream happen. Just in case I forget to say that, I didn't mean to ignore that earlier. We are also level 4 now, so yes, if you have not leveled up yet, please by all means make it to level 4. You do remember the rank chart, so make sure you have those rank skills where you need them. I'm putting all this information under SAE abilities, and once again, if you forget what that means, it means Space Armada Elite, which is something I plan to bring back on a Friday, maybe. So once our season ends with the current game, we might do this on Friday. Let's see here. So yeah, we have a few things there. One thing there. Okay, did I start mining here? No, I didn't put a miner in there yet, right? Yeah, we're making things on the fly, guys. And I really do need to go back and organize this stuff, but that's a future me problem. Alright, so... yeah, tell me more about Samuel. What's he aiming for?
He'll probably take piloting and mining for his.
And do you want to take any gunnery so you can be proficient with your weapons?
Yeah, it'd probably be right. Piloting, gunning instead. You're right about that. Gotta have that.
Otherwise, you'll be relying on tactical scopes way too much.
We have 9 skill points at this level, so you can multi-one.
Yeah. Trying to keep it easy right now. Just coming back in with a new character, not knowing much.
No, got you.
Okay, I know you're waiting on me now. Okay. It's JD up. Why don't you do your job? I am.
I was gonna say then, if Samuel's gonna be pilot now, and we will have a pilot again. You want that class B upgrade?
We can upgrade one of the ships, I guess. I don't think it costs us much.
Yeah, Kipper kind of like chimes in. It's like, yeah, I highly recommend if we're going to be out getting attacked by some of these people, we need to upgrade one of the hired ships.
Alright, Class B upgrade for fighter, you wrote down 15k for that. And then, I forget how many drives it can have, but Class C drives are 1k each. So we have 19k, so we could do upgrade and get you a couple drives if we needed to.
Alright, yeah. Fighter class comes with 2 weapon, 1 auxiliary, 2 defense. And its base armor becomes 400, AC is 14. So basically this enemy fighter thing that I'm working on right here, I just upgrade the hit point pool, basically, which is armor, and the AC. So is that affirmative?
Mm-hmm.
So this will be, and this is no longer that. This will be a fighter class B. Actually, I probably need to duplicate this. Alright. I will give... I guess I'm giving this to, Samuel?
Yes.
Alright. I'll go find my copy of this real quick and edit it. Oh, alright. Sorry, guys. There's just me. 400. No, that's 100. I could put a 4 there. It's okay. And let's see what else. And then the rest is going to depend upon... Okay, and I think the one you got already came with some drives.
Did?
I know my
old
ship had healing, a shield on it.
Let's see here. This will be the Class B fighter. And let's see here. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they were in disrepair. I can't remember if I had them that way or not. But I will give you these weapons to come with it. It comes with 2 kinetic guns, a tactical drive, and armor drive. Tactical drive gives you a +5 to your attack, so... Good to have, good to have. You add that plus your rank modifier in gunning in order to attack with it. Makes sense.
Yep, makes perfect sense.
Alright, let's give this to Samuel. Alright, she'll be able to see the sheet. Okay, let's see here. If it actually has 450 with that drive, so we put that at 50. So yeah. But yeah, every time you have to reset the HP, just remember because of the armor drive, it has plus 50. So you have to add plus 50 onto it. Leave the base because in case it gets destroyed or taken down for whatever reason, you know, in case somebody practice hacking and turns off your defense drives. Be a damn shame if that happened.
Totally.
Class B fighter, right?
Yeah, Class B fighter. And
Yep.
I guess you can rename it if you want.
No, it's fine being that right now.
Alright. Yeah, the reason why I had to duplicate that, because I want to use it for the enemies too. Alright, cool. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off, though. Yeah, you're just here kind of like in service maintenance mode at the moment and going over your inventory, going over your supplies, making sure everything's kind of like ready to go for whatever plans you want to do. So, like, I know we're just free spirits at this point. Kipper kind of like chimes in as he's finishing up diagnostics. But, do we want to keep exploring the asteroid belts for minerals, or do we want to proceed to explore for other things, perhaps?
Other things, definitely. I got the location of 3 other citadels, and whatever else we want to go explore. But else?
3 other citadels, you say? Interesting. Wonder if they're all the same.
I mean, we could just spin the wheel and go in a random direction. It doesn't matter to me.
Plus, our little material is not going anywhere.
Question, yeah. Go ahead. First,
do we want to maybe see if there's some unexplored space, or at the very least unexplored in Shella's navigation, and go explore uncharted wild space?
Sounds like it could be quite fun.
It's fair. Might as well. Find an adventure.
Something's bound to smack us, right? We'll find something.
Eventually.
Likely.
I know we don't have a real purpose at the moment, do we? Don't worry about it. I'm definitely getting us somewhere, but I'm just building a table at the moment too. What's up?
We could always chase the Town Master lead. It's not much of a lead anymore, but I mean, if something like that happens, that'd be motivating.
You know what? That would be interesting.
Actually, that brings up a point. I really do need to find my home space system, to be honest. It's hard to tell where we are with these.
You haven't been home yet, have you?
No, but it's not that I need to be home. This space kind of was my home. So, I've been at home this whole time, guys. It's just that the space that I'm originally from, it'd be nice to see. Familiar scenery, you know what I mean?
Understandable.
I understand.
Not to be mistaken for a sub that spins in a giant circle because I accidentally tripped sitting down.
Well, that's
How
right.
did
That
you
did
trip sitting
happen.
down?
That's what I said. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, very interesting indeed. Well, I can't wait till we get started.
Oh yeah, that's right. The professor's here.
Yeah, and this little Modron's been running around too. And Donisha kind of like chimes up. Well, everything's ready on this end, darling. So whenever you're ready to go, we can leave.
Suppose we should.
Oh,
ready
question.
whenever anyone else is.
Did you purchase the refinery upgrade to get the Quantanium? I can't remember if you said you did or not.
No, I did not.
Oh.
That's what we just spent on the ship upgrade. I
So
wasn't gonna get the Quantanium just yet.
so it was one or the other. All right, cool.
Yeah.
With the upgrading being, and that's the thing, like you guys get to do the upgrading on the ship on your mechanics. Like your mechanics get to go to work on that. So that's kind of like where Charlie starts learning some skills from Donisha about, you know, working on ships and how to put the upgrades and how to make the drive system work and stuff like that. And with that, you guys start launching into space and go wherever you want. No designated spot, so Kipper's just gonna try some random warps and just see if he can find a way to get back to his home space.
It's fair.
All right.
So yeah, he kind of sets in a course for Shella to go to. All right, and Shella's like, "All right, off we go." And he just kind of like rolls the dice and says, "We'll travel this distance for about a half a day or so and see where we can get. If nothing of use comes to me, then we'll just take whatever resources we can find and bring them back and try a different direction."
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sounds fair.
So, Professor.
Yes, what can I do for you, my boy?
Well, you know, been about a week on the ship now. You've seen all these different things. What do you think? You guys came along.
Oh, absolutely, most positively. And this thing here, and he points at the monitor, is giving me all kinds of, like I'm reading a book every time I flip a page here. Page up, page down, page down, page down, page down. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's like having a whole library at your fingertips. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's where he was attached to. Like he's taken in a lot of the archives that you guys downloaded from the Astro Elves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's got all kinds of detailed information here. I don't know how I'm going to read it all.
Yeah, if you come across anything interesting, let me know. I haven't had much time to really go through the records myself.
Absolutely, my boy. I'll set up a lesson plan if I can find anything of interest.
Cool.
That would be useful.
Let's see here. I know they're in here, damn it. Where are you? Alright, anyway. Okay, fine, I'll do it myself. The ship continues to careen through space, and every so often you hear like the sound of lips blowing bubbles as the monitor displays Shella's boredom.
What's wrong, Shella? You
Oh,
not having a good time?
well, there's nothing to report. It's getting kind of weird.
Exploring takes time.
From what I gather, wild space is unfathomably large. Kind of like my head right now. This fist has his enlarged head kind of wobbling around on his little dwarf or gnome body.
Oh, I found something. And Shella starts bleep, 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 bleep. You gotta push the button. Why is the button? Bloop. Okay, thank you. She literally waited for somebody to push a button. Didn't matter if it was the right button. Anyway, she goes on, I found a wreckage. And she puts it on screen, and it looks like a capital ship that has been destroyed from way back when. Just floating in mid-space. As far as like celestial bodies nearby, there doesn't seem to be any. Like this space seems to be very isolated. And it's kind of mixed in with a few asteroids rotating in the region, but none of them are close to the debris, so you don't think it was done by that.
Well, I suppose we can send in the little droids to see what they can find.
Well, we could check it out if you want. There might be something to salvage on it.
Yeah. Get a survey of it.
Deploying droids.
But we're not even there yet.
It will be.
You're the way too nice.
I
Hey,
detected it in the distance. We gotta get to it first.
And we just lost our mining droids in hyperspace. Thanks. Goodbye.
No. Don't worry, I didn't let him launch them. They were on lockdown mode. But no, like, Shella is definitely, like, detecting things ahead of you, right? That's why she was bored. There was nothing to detect. And finally, she found this wreckage. So you guys are still in hyperspace, but you're not quite there yet. But in a moment of minutes, the ship comes out of hyper. And you guys find yourself in a just all kinds of heap of metal just scattered in space, floating around haphazardly. Let's see. Let's do like a scan of some sort. Like engineering can do a roll. And this will be you kind of like manipulating the drones, whatever you think they are, the cameras to kind of like get a better view of what you can see. So it's basically like a perception check and trying to get the cameras to give you the view you're looking for. That is not bad at all. That is really good. Engineer crew, you find yourself. Right. Yeah, you're just learning. The cameras kind of like get lit up for the most part, and Shell's like, "Oh, let me enhance that," and you see corpses floating in the air as well, in the middle of all this wreckage. They're wearing like white suits that are like some kind of weird. I mean, it looks whitish, but it seems like it's also aged, so it's kind of like got a gray tone to it. And the corpse has like this giant helmet over it, but the helmet's been broken, and whatever was there for a head kind of like imploded on itself. But you can kind of like make out the cold body of somebody floating there with the shape of this, basically a spacesuit.
How old did you say this wreckage was?
I have no idea. It's almost like there's a role for this. I think that's the role we made, right? Engineering, right?
Yeah.
With a little bit of study and research, and hopefully AI from Shella gets smarter one day. The wreckage seems to be 50, 60 years. Like, it's not like recent, but as far as like astronomical time, it's kind of recent.
Yeah. No, we're just not in any immediate danger per se.
And looking at this wreckage, it looks like large pieces that you would assume to be here are completely like maybe picked away already. Like it looks like this is a small cluttering of leftovers.
So it's been salvaged.
I mean, it might have been picked through already, but who knows? Maybe there's some other stuff we could get.
Yes, we might as well look. Who knows? We might find something interesting.
Right, and I could take a drop trip in closer to get better looks if we need to.
Well, we do have the droid, so we might as well just send them in first. No point in wasting fuel.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we wouldn't want you to get hurt if something did.
I kind of like that idea. If we can get the droids to maybe like search around, make sure that there doesn't seem to be any kind of danger here, and then we can take the ship down and go.
All right, so like sending out these nano droids out there to kind of like flutter around, give you a better scope of the area. Is that what we're trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like check out the wreckage, see if there's any like threats or anything here, I guess.
All right. Yeah. So sending them out, you guys like you're getting close-ups now, and some of the suits have like a cargo pack on their hips, and I don't know, it looks like their suits might have been carrying some items with them, but as far as being able to, you know, it's a graveyard basically from the looks of it, just from the I'm trying to think how else I can describe this a little bit better. I'll say that oh, hold on. No, I need a roll situation. I should not just give this away. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me straight. Roll 20. I should not give him that. But yeah, there
Would you
are...
like advantage on that roll, D?
If you want to give me advantage, I'll take it. I gotta burn your card somehow.
I'll burn a card for that to see. I'm interested.
Alright, go for it.
Advantage.
Alright. 9. Okay.
Yeah, Rose
Yep.
wants to know.
That
Yeah.
sounds about right for an
Yeah.
advantage card.
Yeah. Alright. Well, with that, you guys, like, that's an option. You could check these bodies if you want. The nano things get closer and they try to get as best look as they can on the interior of these pockets. It does look like one of the pockets do have a metallic item inside it. But as far as like being able to tell exactly what it is, it has no clue. Like, or neither do you from the view of it. Just you catch a glint of metal as soon as like it's light source kind of like flickers over it. But it's just so hard to get a good view in this pocket.
Well, everybody, I feel kind of bad if we were to take from the dead. But at the same time, it's not like they need any of this stuff they have here. Shall we go explore?
We can also give them a proper burial. I don't think space was their ideal location to be buried.
And
Tis
also, if we
fair,
need
tis
permission,
fair.
if you guys want to feel better about it, I can talk to them probably.
I'm sorry, say it again. It cut out. a
I'm
little
sorry, what? Yeah, say it again though.
And just like, besides, you guys need permission. I can probably try to get something from them.
You can talk to dead
What do you
people.
mean?
You know how I said I've seen a ghost behind you, right, Fizz?
A ghost? Wait, what?
Yeah, when we first
I
met,
mean-
you had like an angry ghost with you.
I've seen her
Oh,
talk
it
to
is right.
I'm
Orcs
sorry, it's been a
before.
minute since we did that.
She
Remind
was
me, was
already,
this like Calypso? And had the ghost of Calypso in your Phantom, not Phantom Rogue, Phantom Rogue?
I'm a Phantom Rogue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's slowly coming back to me. Oh yes, that's right. You do have the ability to talk with the dead, don't you?
That is very correct.
Okay. Well, shall we see what
So-
they want to say? If they
Suppose
have
it's
anything
like a
to say?
shot.
You guys are still around here, sure.
Like around you right now, no. And with that ability, it doesn't work while you're in the ship. Also, it's not an actual ability, if I recall correctly. Until you get to a higher levels, yeah.
Catch up before we were in the Whispers of the Dead chatting with Calypso.
Yeah. Like, I allow a little bit of play with Phantom Rogues, they're nice. Yeah.
They're pretty
Echoes
fun
of
to
those
play.
who have died cling to you, yeah, so there you go. Yeah, this allows you to get a proficiency that they might have. Yeah, I remember this. So yeah, as far as being able to see anything immediately, like, they're nowhere near you, so you can't really tell. Like, the bodies that they inhabited aren't anywhere near you, and you haven't disturbed it yet, so it's not like they're angry or gonna get in your face or what have you. Like,
Is something wrong?
That's understandable.
well, why don't you guys take either the fighter or a dropship out and pull them in and get... Oh yeah, you probably have to take a dropship.
Yeah, we might as well take the.
Yeah,
drop.
that would make sense.
Yeah, it would.
Alright. Is that the intent, guys, or what are we doing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds like it.
Sounds like we're gonna go search the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be
I
my
do
first
hope there are no.
pilot check.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, like I said, you had a whole week to learn.
Yeah.
Somewhere over here is like the wreckage, right? We'll just kind of like use this as map recognition that like this one here is the wreckage. and you guys are a safe distance away to not interfere with it just yet. You got nano cameras flying all over, giving you a good view of the area. But at the moment, nothing seems to be disturbing you to do whatever you wish here.
I do hope there are no ghosts this time.
You guys, who's all going in the dropship? Is it just one person, 2 people, 3 people, all people?
I'm going.
This is going.
All right, so the dropship.
I gotta go because I'm the pilot.
Right. So basically everybody then, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all load up the dropship and possibly bring spacesuits of your own, so you can undo the hatch and go out and get them. Yeah, you guys start to fly closer, and you can just see these deformed heads with their eyes sucking back and the face just kind of like brought inward with some tremendous force, and just kind of like decayed mummy just frozen there, right? And you got like this open face, like our version of a spacesuit at the time, right? Just kind of like looking back at you in some kind of disgust. And then yeah, you can just see all the pockets that are on this suit, and what looks like it might be like the oxygen tanks in the back, but you know that they should be long depleted, right?
Right.
Anyway, what do you guys think? So you want to try your piloting skills, right? Let's see if you can pilot without bumping into a body and sending it into orbit.
All right. So let's see what I get.
1d20 plus your ranks in pilot.
1d20.
Not bad. You went a little overboard on that, didn't you? The dropship manages to adjust itself to where you are right next to one of the bodies that are floating there. All you would have to do is open up your door, reach out, grab it, and pull it into the ship. What would you like to do?
I suppose we do that. We reach out and we go get it.
So, did we agree on if we're gonna try and put these bodies to rest or not? Like, are we gonna try and collect them and give them a proper burial, or are we just looting and scooting?
We might as well give them a proper burial.
Get the items off of them, then give them proper burial? That would be both very good.
It would put their souls
checking.
at rest. It'd be the nice thing
Yeah,
to do.
I guess we bring the first body in. Everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Who's gonna touch the body? Not it.
Touch it. Why not?
Yeah, this is why I'm kind of waiting, right? Like I'm like, who's going to do this? Now, whoever's doing this has to put on a spacesuit for sure and enter into like the chamber before you exit, so that you don't kill your comrades.
Yeah. I'll put on a suit.
Yep. I'll go do it if nobody else wants to do it.
I mean, I'll do it.
And how would you fit your head?
No bitch.
We'll make it work.
We got those.
With my oblong head, have we figured out a better helmet?
Yeah, we got those.
Can y'all hear me?
You got those. Yeah, I hear you. Do you guys hear him? Do you hear Nightmare?
Yes, I do.
I don't. Hold on. Let me rejoin.
Say some stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing Nightmare.
I was hearing him. Go ahead and jump out, Kunai, and come back in.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's fixed now.
Yeah. I hate.
But yeah, I was saying I would do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
that's what. That's. I mean, it kept sounding like he heard you, but he just wasn't sure. Yeah. All right, my bad.
Yeah.
I heard you. I was like, all right. But you guys got these bubbles, right? The things that go over your head, right? Bubbles of air or whatever it was called. I can't remember.
I think we did have breathing bubbles, but if we're just talking, regular spacesuits at this point.
Well, like you need the suit to protect the body at this point, and then the bubble itself will protect you head-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, At any rate, I'm not going to overthink it. Kenku Beak, we could cut it off later if you guys want, but I'm not going to make it a requirement.
No.
He has to
Don't.
always
No.
look down whenever he's trying to do stuff. Anyway, so they put you in the secondary chamber, the air pressure kind of like releases, and then they can open up the space door for you, which as it opens, you can just kind of like see this spectral looking body just kind of like lingering there, slowly rotating, like maybe a half a turn a second, or not even a second, like maybe a minute. Like this thing's just barely rotating. What do you do?
All right, my friend. Gotta come pick you up.
About
I guess I would
time. No,
grab
just
him.
kidding. You only been sitting here for 50 years. Sheesh. No. You reach for the body. Hand, leg, thigh, back. Where do you reach?
I grab his arm.
All right.
Grab the body's arm.
You feel like a hard, like rod, I guess you could say, like because like the bone itself has been frozen, right? And you're able to kind of like yank this thing in. You can hear like the, well, actually you can't hear shit in space, right? So you kind of like float it in, and then the door closes.
Yeah.
The chamber you're in repressurizes, and then all of a sudden fresh air starts to flow through here, and this space body just kind of like slowly starting to thaw, but it is like frozen salad at the moment, and you're able to bring it into the drop pod.
Okie dokie. Well, here's our dead friend.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Yeah. I guess I'll. Well, do you want to talk to the
I need to figure out if it works with longer dead bodies, because usually recently dead I'm able to hear clearly. How am I gonna do this?
I don't know, you're the dead person expert.
I'm not an expert on dead people.
They're still leveling, damn it.
I'm not dead yet.
Here, as you're kind of like looking around, I'll tell you already, you don't see any ghosts or any ghost of their spirit.
Wait. You might need to mess with the body a bit. It just, if he doesn't appear, then I'm just gonna assume he passed on.
Maybe don't disrespect.
I'm not gonna smack the. Why would I smack his body? Well, I'm just gonna loot him.
All right. I was wondering if you were gonna do that part yet. Give me an investigation.
Sure, I'm good with those now.
Nice. You open up one of the pockets, and it's a huge pocket, by the way. And you pull out an ebony black colored handgun. But it's not like the normal pistols that you see. Nor does it completely resemble the casters that you've seen as well. This here looks to be like a custom-made peacemaker in a way. Has a long nose, but it's got like a solid black ebony color to it. And there's like etchings on the hilt as you pull this out.
Oh, bloody Christ, this man was packing.
What in the world is that?
What is that?
There's a...
I don't know. No, it's going in my pocket.
There's like 6 bullets that are also inside a pouch inside that pack.
Okie dokie.
Dun. Hey, Kunai.
Yes.
But before you do that, or before you put that away, could I see if it's magical at all?
Be my guest. It means more to me.
All right.
More information.
Let's. So I would like to cast Identify on it to see if there's any magic or anything.
So as you do, he has to take a little time to get it going. This gun is known as the Desperado. It was made, who knows when or where for us, though. Some planetary system you never heard of. Doesn't really ring a bell, so the information's kind of like blurred to you. Not sure what the language is, right? But Desperado is the main thing you hear. And this weapon, when fired, like a pistol does what, 1d10? This will do 3d10.
Oh.
Plus your dex modifier bonus.
So Kunai.
Did you find? Yes.
This is called the Desperado. It is indeed magical. And it hits pretty hard.
Huh?
From what I gather, this is a very, very powerful gun. So, yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
I think we found your vengeance weapon.
Oh no, wait, what did I do?
You don't say.
What did I do?
Vengeance weapon?
Did you forget the spiel?
Oh.
Did you forget the spiel he used to try to recruit you guys?
Charlie, do you remember when we got, blown up at that ship and our ship got stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the vengeance.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You're not just
Oh,
saying that.
Astri, where is my Astri?
So should we fly to see if there's more bodies out here, or should we go back to the main ship?
If I recall, there was multiple bodies, right?
Yeah, there's 2 more floating
And
around.
if they had that, I definitely want to see what the other 2 have.
I guess I'll fly to the other 2 and see what we can get.
I have a question. What's the range on this thing?
Whatever a pistol's range is, which is probably 180.
Pistol's range is 30 to 90.
There you go. Actually, that makes better sense. Well, you know what? It's 180 on this. Desperado kicks a lot harder.
Okay. Okay.
Like, part of its trick is that it imbues the weapon or the bullet itself with its essence of magic energy and then propels it at a speed that is twice as hard as a pistol. Is why it does 3 instead of 1.
Shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
What kind of damage is that?
Well, max 30 plus dex.
No. What type? I'm sorry.
Piercing.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, yeah, it's still a gun, guys. But yeah. Let's see here.
A lot better than my gun. But yep, fly to the next body and hopefully you find something.
This suit looks a little bit smaller than the previous one, but still humanoid in shape.
Okay, who's going out for the body?
Guna, you want to grab another one, or you want somebody else to go?
Kunai, you dropped off for me this time, so you jump out and come back in. Kunai, are you muted, or do I need to jump out now?
Yeah, you might have to jump out. Guna just said they'll go.
Alright, let me be back. Well, did you go out? Maybe if...
Yeah.
There, I can hear him now. He is the problem.
Went out.
Alright, cool. Alright, with that, you kind of like reach out for another body then. And like I said, this one's like it's smaller in frame, not like smaller in height, but like the frame itself seems more integrated, so to speak. Basically, this might be a female body instead of a male. And yeah. Sorry, say that again. You roboted out. Nightmare fixer shit. Fine, I'll fix my shit first. Alright, I boosted this channel. Why am I not getting good quality? Nitro.
Right.
Nitro, fix your
On
shit.
Nitro.
By the way, if you're part of our Discord community and you want to support the Discord, honestly, I don't get it though. Like, why should I give Discord money? Hello? Can nobody talk?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
No?
Alright, cool. We're all here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I was just bitching about Discord not, they're taking all this money from us and not giving us a good place to talk. What's up?
Yeah, I just taking my friends and then I'm like, it's a lady.
Well, what do they got?
What they got?
Let's investigate.
Oh wait,
Okay.
Did you say you pulled her in already?
Yeah, I pulled her in.
She slaps your hand. Quit touching me like that. No, just kidding. What do you think you're reaching? No. This body comes floating in just the same as the other. Yeah, and you do realize a little smaller in frame, not quite as bulky as the other one. The other one seems to be male. This one's female. And, yeah.
May I roll a... Personally, if I may ask, may I roll a perception to see if I see anything yet?
I am going
It's
to
investigation if you're investigating the bodies. Perception to see what? I don't know.
Just anything.
let's
Just
see
be the
if this
ghost master, quote unquote.
I am going to use my recall. And Davide. I don't.
You find in a pouch a locket. It has like
I found this locket.
yeah, and this locket's like a silver locket. It's got two sides to it. Of course, it's kind of like closed. It's got a little clasp there, and a small golden chain, kind of like inside her pocket there.
Oh, poor lass.
Huh. What'd you find there, Kunai?
This appears to be her locket. I guess I would open the locket.
As you do so, there's a big smudge of, I don't know, just like freezing, right? Like you're looking at frosted glass, and there behind the frosty images are blurred images of what looks like three people in a picture, kind of like doing a huddle.
Must have been her family.
Huh.
Now the real question is, do we want to sell this thing, or do we want to let her die with it? Bury it.
That looks like a personal memento there.
Yeah, so it's probably best to bury her with it.
Alright, I put it back in her pocket. Hey, rest in peace, lass.
So that's all you found on the body there? Nothing else?
Yeah, there's not really much left on her. Had some lint. Do you want some lint?
No, you don't even see Lint. What are you talking about? Lint got sucked away a long time ago.
Could another investigation possibly reveal more, or is it just a locket?
No, it's just the locket on this one.
Okay.
Off I go again for the third
Off
one.
to the third body.
So, suspiciously though, you guys have to travel just a little bit further away from these two to get to this one. It seems to be a little bit bigger than the female, so your assumption is that it's a male body.
Okay.
And this one really floated away from everything else.
Yeah. It appears so.
So you reach out to get it the same as the other? Or did I lose a nightmare again because Discord is acting up?
I do the same.
Okay, thank you. So you reach for this one and it thuds against the hull of the ship and you hear like a chunk, like a metal clank. from part of it, but you know, you continue to bring it in. And then you kind of like set it close to the others that you've collected. The gruesome face just kind of like staring back at you. Investigation, if you wish to find loot.
Is that any of us?
Yeah, any of you. Well, whoever's looking at the body over, actually, only one person should be looking. Okay. So, yeah, Kunai rolled an 18 this time. Like, there's that metal clinking noise you heard, you can see what it is immediately. And there's like a, what is it? A serrated knife that's kind of like on a belt hoop in a leather casing. And, the casing's been snapped open, so it's like he just placed it, or maybe he like placed it back in there right before whatever happened. But you're able to kind of like pull out this serrated knife, and basically, for our reference, it's a dagger +2.
Looks like this man liked his knives.
It doesn't stand, but it looks like a nice knife.
The elements around it, though, as you pull it out, you can see red staining in the iron pieces, kind of like frozen from time.
Man, that one had a really good gun, and that one had this. Now I'm really curious about that locket.
And can I check the other bodies for possible stab wounds?
Yeah, medicine check.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Actually, I'll even let you use your perception if you want. This actually can be something you can see. Yeah, you can see this. The first male body you see, you kind of like look them over and then you flip them over. And then, yeah, you kind of see like right below the oxygen case, there's a big old stab into the back.
This might be bad to say about the dead, but I think that one, he's gonna point the one they got the knife from, should stay out in space.
Well, it is not for us to say what really happened. Don't know the full story.
I think it's a little bit obvious, because these two are close together. That one was farther away, and that one has a massive stab wound under the oxygen tank.
Every item has a story to it. Tis no reason why to disrespect the dead.
And this is when I wish I had an NPC to bullshit with you.
But
actually, I do.
Hello on the comms.
No, Kipper calls over. Are you guys done yet? You guys been out there for a bit. I thought you'd have them pulled in by now.
No, Kipper. We're done.
Get out of bed there,
Yeah.
Well, let's not dawdle too long. If you're gonna bring in the dead, let's bring in the dead.
DM, just because I'm curious.
Yes, sir.
I would like to cast Detect Magic and see if I sense anything coming from the locket.
The locket does not have any magical properties.
Alright, I just wanted to double check.
No, that's fair.
And with the bodies here, is there anything else that I would sense?
The dagger lights up, the gun lights up. Let's see what else might light up. And something in a pocket that Kunai wasn't able to detect on the woman lights up.
Oh.
Actually, the reason why he couldn't detect it because it wasn't on the suit itself, it was inside.
Okay. There's another item, a magical item, coming from inside her suit, it looks like. In like an inside pocket almost.
I'll open it up. I'll take a look.
It's going to take a while to doff the armor and separate her body from the suit. So this is probably not something you can do here. You don't have the room.
Yes,
No, fair enough,
Okay,
fair
fair.
enough.
should
But
probably take it back.
I'm so glad I just did that. I want to know what that is.
Also, good night.
But,
If
yes.
I may have that knife?
By all means, I got something from this journey. I might as well give something to you.
Thank you. I was thinking about possibly using it to get some information when you're able to take some time off again.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Got a +2 dagger, right?
Yes.
Alright, let me add that.
The,
Oh, I'm
interesting.
sorry, DM. At the very least, is there a school of magic that I sense from it at all?
Honestly, I don't know if it even has a school. I guess it might be abjuration.
Okay.
That's just me guessing. I could be wrong, but I'll reveal all whenever you actually get it.
Yeah, no,
If
I
you
got
get
you.
it. Unless you guys are respectful and decide to bury it. Who knows? But at this point, like, is there any other things you want to do within this wreckage before you head back to the ship, or like above
Not that
table?
I'm aware
I
of.
think the DM's done enough here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
All
enough.
right, all right. So you guys pull the dead in, and you know, you kind of might want to like maybe I kind of like assume like letting Shella know that you got 3 bodies that need to be infirmed. That she has like these little robot things drag down 3 gurneys for you to put them on.
Yeah, we would relay that we need some body cases.
Gurneys?
Body bags.
No, not yet. You don't want them in bags yet because you're trying to see what's inside, right? You can put them
Well,
in
I
bags
mean,
later. I'm
only
giving you a bed that floats in the air, damn it.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, why are you making this harder, Kunai? I'm telling you what you're getting. Gosh, I want a wheelbarrow with a square peg on it. What? Kunai, get on the same page, buddy. I want to go to Dragonspine because there's no reason to be there. All right, I get it. Let's go somewhere else.
All
Sorry.
right, let's move on, Star. Let's move on, Star.
No, I'm just teasing. All right, now, so
No.
the 3 bodies get escorted to your medical lab. That's where you want them, right? Or do you want to move them somewhere else?
I feel like the medical.
Might as well
would be
take
the
them to the
best
medical
way.
lab.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. The medical lab, you're able to, you know, start removing the gear that they have on because, yeah, in that ship, you had no way of doing it without, you know, tearing something apart. So now you got controlled environment, and as you kind of like tear down the female's outfit or her suit, what have you, there's like a whatever kind of like dress or pocket shirt that she has. There's like a little pebble inside it.
Sphere's nearby.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'd be standing right there waiting for you to remove it.
Yeah, and if we did this within 10 minutes, I think you would know this was the magical item you were looking at.
Yeah. And I would once again try to identify it.
It is a luck stone.
Ooh.
Obviously, she wasn't very lucky though.
Right. Well, I think maybe I'll keep this one since I found it.
Go ahead, my friend. Finders keepers. I put it in his hand.
Thank you. And then,
I might as well put these on the cryo chamber. Might as well put them on ice so they don't rot.
now I'll get a spell slot.
Ability
back, please.
restoration.
Ability restoration it is. That's fair. The well, if that's everything, we can leave now, right?
Suppose so, Shella.
Supposedly.
All right, I'll inform the captain. And yeah, the ship starts lurching forward once more, and you guys are able to continue whatever business you wish to at this time.
I would go to the armory and go get some ammo for this gun.
So
We have
yeah. I don't remember how much you guys have, so yeah, I think that's doable.
I think it's on our list of cargo, isn't it?
Might be. I can't remember. It sounds like a you problem, not a me. No.
I remember Calypso giving him a bunch of ammo.
You know, Kunai, we're gonna have to figure out how to either get some ammo for that Desperado or figure out how to make it.
Yeah, that is fair, my friend. Maybe we still have some in the storage unit. Do you remember how Calypso had a bunch of ammo and that fell on the ground?
Well, I do, but will that weapon take the same ammo? Or is it different
Yeah,
ammunition? Is the question.
we want to know until we compare the ammunition to the other. Size in comparison, at least. Might as well look. But if it doesn't match up, then we'll look around, try to find out how to make it.
Definitely gotta show Kipper your new toy, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming he would know where to find the ammo. Calypso's the one that gave him the ammo.
All of a sudden, as you guys are having that cheerful conversation, let's find out where everybody is at the moment, though. Is everybody in the med lab?
I would probably went back to the bridge after.
You're
drop
at the
ship.
bridge. You're at the bridge. All right, Charlie, where are you at?
Probably followed Samuel.
All right.
Help keep an eye on things.
The ship, it is forced out of hyperspace.
Hmm.
And there's a jarring, like, stop motion that kind of, like, happens. That kind of, like, makes you go forward for a moment. I'm not going to make you roll against it. It's just something that happens, right? And you guys realize, oh, we just jumped out of jump without permission, right? Like, we didn't say stop, right? And the alarms around the build, or the hull of the ship start going off. And there's, like, red lights blurring, and apparently there are ships outside yours that are locked in on you.
Got trouble.
Wait, what pulled it? How did we get pulled out of hyperspace?
It's a good question. Could I ask later?
Taylor, can you patch us through to med bay real quick?
Oh, yes, right away. Yes, Medbay, are you there? Hello?
You there?
Here.
Yeah,
Can you
we're
get up to
here.
bridge because we might have some issues.
We're on our way.
Coming.
Thank you.
I will be running to the fighters and go get in the new ship.
Be on standby though. We don't know if
Yep.
they're threatening us or questioning us.
I won't launch until you say.
All right. As everybody's kind of like rushing to their regions, I'm going to kindly get set up here. If I have my destroyer token, where are you at? All right. The as you kind of like wonder, like, how did they even get us, right? You can see like energy coils or some sort, like some kind of like laser net that was kind of like thrusted in the path of trajectory of the ship. It's almost like they threw something there to catch whatever was in hyperspace and forced it out. And Shella shares that knowledge with you. It seems like we've been brought out of whatever we were doing and not doing it anymore because of this. Yeah, she does a good job describing it, doesn't she? There's no
Should
butterflies here. I don't want to be here.
Should we try and patch over, see if we can get communication with them and figure out.
I've already been listening to them. Even I don't know what they're saying.
So it's an unknown language, it sounds like.
Yeah. You guys got a fancy ship and they want it.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
And I think before we get started, we'll take a break before we get into this action. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
All right,
Sounds amazing.
I will have to get off of this music because it might be slightly copyrighted, but because we were talking over, it's okay. So we'll go to this music instead. So stay tuned, everybody. We're going to go ahead and take about a 10-15 minute break and get a drink and sort these guys. So stay tuned. BR to the B. Hello, hello. We are back from break. I know it's a short one, but all I needed to do is get a little setup done and get something to drink. And I am ready. Welcome in. So, yeah, these ships that have kind of like appeared out of nowhere and stopped your, continuation have managed to take you out of light speed. And now you have broken into this area, and the status report clearly indicates that the hyperdrives have been turned off while enemy interference is happening. So basically, you're being jammed. With raspberry. No. I hate raspberry. Lone Star. Alright, so anyway. Only me. Got it. At the start of everything kind of like breaking down, and since Sam, you are already in the hangar, the ship communication has been already confirmed that they don't speak our language and they seem threatening. What do you want to do? Samuel, that's you, Scar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was looking at my sheet, sorry.
No, I wasn't sure if you forgot who your character name was.
No, I was looking at my the fighter and looking at everything it has.
Stop, you may need to take correct initiative again, because me and I just rolled.
What? Oh. Why did you wait so long? Well, I'll get it. Alright, Charlie, then you. Roll initiative if you haven't already, guys. Jeez. That is fair, that is fair.
Maybe we'll be at.
Yeah. So, your fighter comes with the multi-attack feature because it has 2 weapon drives, so you'll be able to fire the kinetic weapon twice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Charlie will let you go first instead. That'll give him more time to read.
Yep. And Charlie with the way
I have a question.
Is it imperative to the turn?
Yes, it's for someone's turn. I don't see Fizz on the initiative.
Fizz, are you on the initiative? Or was he still on break?
Oh, I think he's still on break.
It may still be on break.
Oops. My bad for not doing a roll call. I thought I heard the majority of everybody here. Well, we'll get Fizz on there when he gets back. Don't worry about it. So let's just stay with the current order, alright? Charlie, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Firstly, Charlie's gonna definitely push Sam and be like, okay, they're threatening. Feel free to go when ready.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Charlie. No, communication's already done.
I will say, if you were to fire the giant cannon, it already has 1 action loaded already.
I'll leave that to someone else, because I may as well try to scan the ships, and specifically the most threatening one I gave this one.
Welcome back, Fizz. Sorry for not doing.
I'm back.
Yeah, my bad for not doing a roll call. I thought I heard everybody.
I think you can try to do a critical focus or something. This one,
critical focus? Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. What was the ruling for that? I can't remember offhand.
If an engineer or hacker initiates critical focus, so basically just an engineering or hacking roll, I think.
I think I remember there was something that let us like skip having to do something. Then I think the other thing was like the critical focus give us an advantage.
Yeah. So you would be able to set the next attack, and it'll be at advantage when it finally goes off by locking onto a critical point. All right, I see it now. Yeah, so, and only need 2 inputs, 1 to load, 1 to fire. So, yeah, I guess with critical focus, you could go ahead and, well, this requires 3 inputs. So, yeah. So, basically, one of your inputs is going to give it also advantage. So, you already set up critical focus. So, we'll set that up on this one right here, the destroyer.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Alright, this destroyer has been marked with critical focus. Now we got... Alright, go ahead and pass, and Samuel, now what do you want to do?
I am going to go ahead and we're going to take off from the ship. Let's go 30 feet off. It's 25 feet. I'm going to try to pop this one and see how well we can fight my own kind.
All right. Go ahead and fire.
Uh, 22.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Don't forget, you got 2 attacks.
Yeah. First damage is 26. 18 for the second.
That hits as well.
And that's a 28.
So you come out firing, and these shots go off, and you do a significant amount of damage. It is no longer like the armor plating that it had for extra protection has been downgraded. It is basically going through its normal armor now. But it's still tanky. Still a bit tanky there.
Hit for me.
All right, Fizz.
Which one were we targeting with critical focus?
This
That
one.
one. All right, yeah. So go ahead and do the next action towards firing the cannon.
That is firing the cannon.
Yep. So go ahead and.
Yep, go ahead and roll that attack. Yep.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
the wrong spot.
Yep. 14 will hit. And you watch as like this giant cannon fires this projectile out, and it seems to crash. And there's like this energy shield that absorbs the damage, and it reverberates for a moment as it's lingering, but you've done a severe amount of damage to the shield. Ooh, excuse me.
It's looking good.
You're doing great.
See which one is it. These little enemy ships come over here with their pea shooters and try to shoot the Aurora. Holy criticals, Batman. Holy critical, Batman. So, yeah, you're not the only one with a Tommy gun on your... That's 58 points of damage done to the ship as it comes swooping in, and some of the armor platings you can just hear, like, they're seeming to purposely attack weak points in this ship. It's almost like maybe they've seen this ship before, and they're just targeting really hard. At least this guy got really lucky. Maybe it was luck. We'll find out. Oh, no, that's not how you move. Now, this one here will also try to come around. FYI, flanking does not count in ship fighting, by the way. So we'll keep that to a notice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so here comes another shot on the Aurora. This is probably where we start thinking about increasing our armor. Whoops. That was... What did... Oh, this one. Oops. 24. Good lord. This isn't looking good. They're able to get good attacks off on us. The asteroid's turn. The asteroid rolled high for not actually having an impact. Enemy fighter 1, where are you? Oh yeah, that fighter you engaged with will fire back, as it too has multi-attack. 13 and 15.
15 hits, 13 does not.
Alright, he gets one good hit on you for 33 piercing onto the arm, or the shielding. So just subtract it directly and it'll slowly take away the shield. Alright, next up is Kunai.
Kunai is going to start reloading the giant cannon.
Alright, we're going with that maneuver. Do you want to add critical
Reloading!
focus? All right.
Yes, I will add critical focus.
And same one?
Yes.
Alright. So the critical focus is already applied, so you don't have to do that now. You guys went after it, so it's gonna come out after you. It'll stay put. Let's see here. And this battle is also a balancing act too, so bear with us. many does it have? It has 2 as well. Oh, wait. Okay, only one of those hit. The Aurora has an AC at 20. Okay. That's good. 16 points on that one. Wait a minute. Did I... Okay, that was on him. Okay, I still roll high. Alright, got it. Alright. And this one will shoot after the fighter that you guys have. What do you want in 28 on you there, Samuel?
Yeah, those will both hit.
14 and 18 for a total of 32. I mean, you're just now cut it through your shields. So your shield auxiliary drive deactivates as it's been completely depleted.
Yep.
Next up, Professor Smithers, mine will give you the second slot of loading the gun. Kipper will pull away. Just kind of like give us some distance. I kind of want to let you guys do the firing on the cannon. So we'll have Donisha and Kipper work on the other cannon. How's that sound? So let's see. Yeah, so you guys are doing giant cannon. He gets the... Oh, wait, he could... Oh, we're not in range fighting that. So we'll do 2 actions on that. And Donisha, does she have engineering? I don't think she does. She might. I should check. The star should check.
I think she went full mechanic.
Well, I know she went majority mechanic.
Yeah.
No, she took piloting skills too. Alright, cool. Yeah. So she could have been out there with a stinger if she wanted to help. But anyway, yeah, she gets the second shot ready, and that makes it Charlie's turn.
Yep, I'll use an action to help fill up the bigger cannon.
The cannon is ready to be fired. You can fire it. The big cannon, that is.
And Fizz can make a little one.
No, go ahead, Charlie. I have something else for the next turn.
Alright. Let's fire the big cannon then.
Yeah, fire away. Like, you shouldn't have to set it up all the time.
Oh, go on.
No, it's fine. We're learning.
Right.
Boom! You hit a 20. That is definitely going to hit. Roll some damage. 89. So the guns finally kick in with a harder shot, and this time it kind of like hits a good broadside of the ship. Does significant amount of damage. You watch as the shields that were protecting it dissipate, and now you're attacking its armor now.
Oh! I hit it.
Ah, nice shot, that one.
Thank you.
Anything else? Samuel, you're up.
Yeah, just checking the range. Yep.
Well, I mean, you can get into range pretty easy here.
Since the shields just went down on that ship, I'm gonna pop it. First attack. 17, and second attack. 21.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 33, and dang, that's some serious firepower right there. So that's total 58. I know these are big numbers, but these ships have big health bars. So, yeah.
But it's so much fun to have more health and see the big numbers, I feel like. Sometimes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you fire off, and you get a good couple of hits. You watch as you start to blow up part of the hull, but the ship itself still seems to be very ready to fire back.
I don't want to stay close to my big ship, so I'm going to fly away a little bit.
No, that's fair. Fizz, you're up.
So we have a ship here within 30 feet of us, right?
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, we installed the hacking onto the Aurora.
Yes,
so the
you
Aurora can throw out the hacking.
All right.
Could I try to throw a hacking cable at it? I don't even remember exactly what the hacking cable is supposed to do. Or if we determined
let's
what
find
they were
out.
gonna do
Let's
yet.
find out, shall we? So you get the hack launcher. So the hacking cables start to deploy. So I need you to hit it with your hacking skill.
Yeah.
So 1d20 plus hacking. There you go. 16 hits the AC. So as you kind of like you also hear a fizzle as it hits, like, or there's a fizzle in the air where it hits, and because it's going against the shielding, but you hear it kind of like connect, and now you get to roll another hack.
Okay.
And I get to pick something at random that it's going to take control of. 12. Alright, so that will give you 2 options come up on the hack screen. One says weapon drive, the other says auxiliary. You seem to be able to disable one of them.
I want to destroy or disable their weapons drive.
Alright, all of a sudden I'll put a mark on here that this one had a hack done to it. And let's see here, how long should it last though? It should last at least 3 rounds.
1 minute. No.
Well, 3 rounds at least. So yeah. So like it's gonna have 3 rounds of trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and then they know to kind of like fix that problem themselves if they haven't figured it out yet. So there they go. All right, yeah. So you go ahead.
That's if they know how to rehack their stuff.
Dude, these people have been in space. I'm sure they figured out this shit by now. At any rate, I mean, they hacked you out of the sky, so... So this enemy ship just doesn't know what happened yet, and it goes over and tries to fire. Nothing happens. And grumble, grumble, grumble. However, this one sees a fighter trying to get away, and will race up in this direction and kind of like trailblaze you, and then you kind of like see it coming up from behind you, trying to shoot you from behind. But it only gets a 12 to hit you, which you managed. Yeah, and you just managed to maneuver the ship in a way to not get hit at all. Nice. The enemy fighter kind of like joins the hunt, and he will attack you twice. Oops. 19 on
hits,
1, 12 does not. Got it. And you take 22 piercing as you roll out of one of the attacks, but roll into another one. It was one of those points where he was like, you have to dodge one, but you can't dodge the other kind of situation. So, yeah, smart on that guy, I guess. Moving on to Kunai.
Kunai is going to just start loading the cannon. Load the cannon. Load the cannon.
Anything else?
Wait a minute. I see the ballista's ready to shoot. I'm gonna shoot the ballista.
Oh, well, I guess you can. But that's our gun. Now go for it.
Boom. At that big guy right there.
Go for it. 13 just barely hits.
Okay, I rolled damage.
20 piercing. Nice. I'll take the 20. And you watch as bits of spark and metal just kind of like float off the hull of the ship.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
They support. Yeah, I didn't make.
In retaliation, it will fire on the Aurora. And those are pretty good rolls. They all meet the AC. For 26 points. By the way, your shields have been deactivated, I believe. Or hell, I don't even know. Do we have shield drives on this damn thing? I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, we'll check. We'll check that here in a second, because I do feel like that's kind of important. I might need to make sure that we had this thing outfitted properly. Ooh, we don't. I will. Well, all right. Don't worry. If this thing loses all its health, we're working with the base stat of your ship, but I will retcon a little bit here and kind of like give you guys back what you should have here. But we'll see how far we can go in battle like this. All right. And yeah, Shell is here too, right? She could fix this. Next up is the second destroyer, who is also hell-bent on killing that enemy fighter. Or yeah, not their enemy fighter, but your ally fighter. Whatever.
I mean, that is the AC.
And that's a hit, by the way. Take 9 from the kinetic and 22 from the energy. So there's like this
31
impact that comes in and then followed by a sharp like a zapping noise against your ship, and you're like, oh god, they're all firing at me for some reason.
I get it. Take out the little ship to get to the big ship.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where are we at on the Aurora? So all actions have been reset, right? The professor will do an action and get the giant cannon loaded. Kipper will help you guys as well. So will Donisha. So as long as one of you do a critical focus, you can fire the giant cannon there. You could do that as a firing method too.
And so I'm doing the critical focus then.
All right, critical focus activated, and you're gonna keep trying for that destroyer.
Yep.
Go for it.
Let's go.
Critical focus gives you advantage on the roll. That hits. Now roll some damage.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
There we
no.
go.
Yeah. All right, what are we looking at here? That's a ton of damage.
Nice.
That's a ton of damage. So I'll just do this. 105 brings it down to that. Ooh, it is not looking very shipworthy, guys, but it is still standing. You can start to see sections of the ship exposed, and like you can see red flashing lights coming from those areas, like indication of severe damage in these locations on the ship. And they are trying their best to kind of like patch the hole before shit gets real. You got them in the red, and they are definitely considering trying to run at this point. Anything else, Charlie, or is that it?
Just doing a small admin until I pass my turn.
All right, Samuel.
Yeah, it's time to pop that fighter again.
All right, go for it. Did I hit?
19 hits, and...
Ooh, that's a nasty one.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll damage on the first.
36 damage in the first.
Unless somebody wants to do something about the second shot.
Yeah. There we go. And to make sure I still have that card there. Yep.
Advantage.
Go ahead and re-roll your second shot. Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Oh
Great,
yeah,
thank you.
This is getting good, huh? Oh,
10.
Sorry, buddy.
This isn't that one.
It still misses.
It's always a waste on giving target
I
advantage,
know, it sucks. I mean, even the channel points hurt too, right? All right, so
I would have been better giving you the +10.
yeah,
Should've
that
done
would
that.
yeah, that's an option too, huh? All right, well, Samuel, that's as far as that attack goes. But like I said, you got your on this ship in particular, the fighter you're going. You said the fighter, right?
Yeah, I'm shooting the other fighter.
Okay, yeah. As you turn your target to the fighter, yeah, you managed to pelt it a little bit. It's not severely damaged, but it is definitely taking some armor piercing.
Okay.
All right. Next up,
Yep.
Fizz.
Yeah.
All right.
Can the ship move? Does the ship only move on on Kipper's turn, or can it move? It's only on Kipper's.
Technically on Kipper, but you can definitely give him direction on where you want to go.
I mean, no, we're not quite within range. to try and hack
I
that.
haven't moved him due to whatever reason, but I'll tell you what. As compensation, if you want me to move on your turn, it'll start taking up movement, so everybody can move it up to the maximum movement, I guess. So like if you want it to go forward, there you go.
Yeah. I just want to be in range of that other small enemy fighter because I want to try and hack that one as well and see if we
All
can
right,
save
go
it
for
and get a huge advantage.
Yeah, this ain't a bad idea. Once again, you see the fizzling in the air as your hacking tool manages to pierce through the shield onto the armor exterior of the ship, and now it's ready to accept the secondary hack. Dang, dude, quit rolling so well. I like to have these guys fire. Nah, it's alright. I don't care if they fire back. Alright. Let me take a look at their ship and see what you can hack. This is basically like Shella going in there going, what do we want? What do we want? You can disable defense, drive, or the auxiliary this time.
Let's disable the defense drive this time.
As you disable the defense drive, the shield dissipates, and its armor drops, and it is sitting without any benefits from its it just becomes 250. Yeah, there you go.
Hacking has become my new favorite skill.
All right, cool. I'm glad you like it. This is cool. I'm happy to see it in work. I'm glad it's working. All right, cool. And yeah, this thing, shields go off, the armor quits helping. And now it's their turn. This one here, click, boom. No. And this one here, realizing its shields and armor defenses have been done, it tries to make a spin on the ship to kind of like get the wire off, but it doesn't matter. You already did the damage. And then it flies back around to shoot at the fighter that is in the air.
Yep.
14 to hit.
Yep, that's the AC.
Alright, 26 points of damage from the kinetic cannon that is fired at you. Moving on to the fighter that is chasing you down as well. 2 kinetic shots are coming your way as well. Oh boy, he is hungry. He is hungry for that fighter plane to go down. That is total up. Good lord, what is that? 72.
Wouldn't he miss with that 9? So.
No, that was the first guy.
Oh.
That was the FC enemy. This is the fighter that's behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets 2 shots at you, and he's got better equipment. So, yeah. 50, 62, right? Yeah, 63 actually.
Yep, I got it.
All right. And they are just trying to, and you just hear the impacts into your ship's hull as you're kind of like, trying to get out of this maneuver. Like, they're swarming you like flies. That is terrible. If only there was another ship that could help distract. Kunai.
In the names of a favorite ship captain, stop putting holes in my ship!
I'm going to critical focus on... Okay.
Alright, I'll just leave that little hunter's mark there. And
Destroy the destroyer.
Are you loading the big cannon or the...
Yeah, the big cannon.
Alright, cool. I assume you guys are keeping track of that. That's good. The destroyer is wary and seems to want to disengage from this combat. And as it tries to disengage, another one takes its place. It will fire 1 shot at the fighter and 1 shot at the Aurora. So, where are you? There you are. Fire on the fighter, 21. And the Aurora, 22. Dear Lord. 13 to the fighter, 20 to the Aurora. I'll get that. Professor Smithersmond will, and this is also the benefit of having extra NPCs to help you out, right? They can help trigger the guns faster. So yeah, he will activate the giant cannon. Kipper will too, and movement has been restored, so if you need to move on your turn, we can. Donisha will fire on the destroyer that's trying to get away. Whoops, I did it too, guys. Uh-oh, that didn't go too well, did it?
Hold on.
No, not the critical focus.
Okay, I'm holding.
This will help.
Yeah, hang on.
Well, I think Specs got it right.
Oh, you guys.
Doesn't use points, but
Oh, if you want to use a card.
I'm gonna give it a plus 10 to make sure it hits.
Okay, there you go. Oh, god damn.
Okay.
damn.
I love seeing double zeros,
Plus
don't you?
10 to next roll.
Yeah, we're not wasting these cannonball shots. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. And as she fires it off, this cannon goes firing towards this destroyer trying to get away and connects. And then as soon as it connects, we hear a soft... Well, we don't hear nothing, but we see lights, right? And then all of a sudden, there's a concussional explosion as the ship just blows up in that location. One down. And Donisha jumps up and down. Like, I got one! I got one! Oh, that was so much fun. Woo! Let's get another one. Let's get another one.
Let's get the second one.
Yeah, let's get them all. Charlie, you're up.
On the big gun, let's go.
Alright, you doing anything like critical focus or anything? Or
critical focus then.
Yeah, you're engineer, right? Alright, cool. So now the new target has been marked for critical focus. And Samuel, you're up with the fighter. What do you got?
I'm gonna take a couple of pops out of this little one because now it has no shielding.
That is correct. Let's go for it. Get rid of the mosquitoes. That's a good hit.
1 and 10.
10's not going to cut it though.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it's gonna take 25 from the first hit.
All right, I'll definitely
Plus
mark that
10
one.
to next roll.
You have been given a plus 10 to that other roll, so go ahead and roll damage again. That will hit. Oh, dang. 40 points of damage. So yeah, good thing you didn't skip out on that one, right? Now the dice are working for you on those advantages. Or, no, we're just boosting it. Screw the advantage.
Plus 10 is definitely better than advantage.
Yeah. So you fire at this thing, and both connect, and the ship... You can watch as you physically knock this thing out of its propulsion as it kind of like moves left to right, and then it has to course correct to get back behind you, but it's struggling. It's definitely not looking long for this.
Since they're close, does it accidentally fly into the other ship?
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Like I said, these are representation of units. It's not the exact location. And always consider, like, there's a big space, even if you're 5 feet apart.
Yeah, I understand. I was just curious. How big?
Yeah. Nope. It's not that bad. Now, that does give me an idea for new drives to activate, but yeah, we'll have to do that a different time. Fizz.
This has been working out, and this new destroyer just popped up, so I think I'm gonna try and hack that one. We got plenty of cables.
Meanwhile, these guys are watching Shella on her screen going, "What does this do? What does this do? What does this do?" Alright, go for it. Boom! And this thing has a little bit more of an AC, but still not enough to keep you from hitting it. Your cables connect. Uh-oh. Alright.
Any character that?
The only thing that pops up with a 7 is... auxiliary speed. Unless...
I might have to craft it real quick. It might just be easier for channel point. No, I can't even access my channel points. Okay, Twitch.
What?
Give me just a second.
Hold on, let me try to help you there, buddy.
Yeah, she can... Or, I mean, he...
Right.
Sorry.
I was gonna do another plus 10.
Oh, were you?
Yep.
I mean, hey, if it helps you destroy them cards, I'm happy it's there.
Yeah, well, I mean, all those plus 1 weapons I disenchanted, so I got a few points.
Yeah, there you go. You can have them set up for later for sure, but what are we doing?
Plus 10 to next roll.
Alright,
Yep,
so
make it a
that
17.
plus 10 becomes a 17. Okay, so a few options pop up. And it looks like you can deactivate 2 of them. Energy weapon. Tactical. Oh no, I'm not going to mess with that. We'll do speed and armor defense.
Weapon and armor defense.
Alright. So this thing, let's see here. That will bring it down automatically to this. So like the hull seems to be less, I mean you can't tell, but the hull kind of became more hollow. And the energy weapon has been disengaged on it. So I can only roll kinetic on it. I just gotta make a mental note that that's all I can do. We'll put a red dot there to kind of represent that. So only kinetic energy can be fired.
So you just see
Go ahead.
You see like Fizz hit the button to like launch towards the story, and then you just see him typing away, just like doing these different things, making calculations in his head real quick. And he goes, "All right, that just leaves that enemy fighter that's a real bad target now. Everything else is under my control."
I feel like there should be a limit of how many you can. Well, no. How many? Just you got to keep track of the cable numbers, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping track of my cables.
All right, cool. Because yeah, they are
3 cable.
every cable. Yep. So every cable destroyed after use. All right. Click. This thing is on turn 1. It's got one more turn of disability right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot to take that down. All right. And seeing that it can't fire, it's gonna try to get a little bit away from you. Enemy taking on fire. It's gonna attempt to continue to fire on your fighter.
Yep.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Becomes 25 points of kinetic damage. Enemy fighter will take a pot shot at 1 and 1. So first one to yours, Sam, and then second one to the Aurora. The attack on the Aurora misses, but you take 34 piercing.
Yep.
Kunai, you're up.
Okie dokie. Going to load the big cannon.
Nice.
Cannon again. No critical focus because it's already active.
Yep. That is true. That one is destroyed. And this one can only fire kinetic damage, so it tries to shoot the Aurora, and then realize one of its cannons not working and misses. The Professor will. Where are we at on that? Let me see. We are... Boop. And I guess Kipper's making the shot. On the destroyer. Oh my god, thank you. That was good sound effects.
Drop my
96.
finger clippers.
96, good damage.
Plus I need to take off. Okay, so this should be this at the moment. And then I should be able to... Okay, hold on. For some reason it didn't take off the disability that we put on it. So there's that. And now we'll do this for the damage that you did. The shieldings take a bit of this, and it seems to absorb it from actually hitting the ship. But there's just like a little thin layer of shielding left. You almost got this ship done. So that's that done. Isha will help you reload the cannon. So now we're back to reloading. Oh wait, does that thing automatically take all those off after we fire it?
Oh, I've been doing that.
Oh, I was like, wow, this thing is really
Thank you,
intuition.
Kunai.
I was starting to wonder about that. Charlie, you're up.
Yep, critical focusing on that thing, loading the cannon.
Alright, done and done. Samuel.
I'm gonna try to take out its engines.
I mean, we don't have any called shots. You can try to do damage to it, though.
Okay.
Oh, that might be a consideration. Like, this is the thing. We're also trying to experiment. What can we add? But I don't want to overcomplicate it for us. So let's see where we can go with this. So 10 to shoot. That's 1. 13. 13 will hit, but the first one misses.
Well, at least I'm getting rid of the shield for you.
Yeah,
32 at that shield.
Ooh. Ooh. The shields disappear, and you watch as it starts to take hull damage now.
And that's it for me.
Fizz, you're up.
We're ready to fire the big cannon, aren't we?
It's reloading.
Or we still need to load it?
Yeah, well, it's in phase 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you know what? I think I've hacked enough. I think I'll go ahead and load to expedite that now.
Alright.
Did we critical focus? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep
Yeah,
going.
Critical focus on that.
If
so
you
we
did.
did critical focus, so we just had to load. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Load and
Alright.
pass.
Nice. The oh, yeah. Well, they finally regained control of their console, but they've already made their turn to try to exit the battle. And then they realized their weaponry came back online as soon as they got there, and they can't quite hit anybody at the moment. But this one will continue to try to take out the fighter.
Yep.
24.
Yep.
24.
24 for 24. Gotcha.
Yeah. And just divide and conquer. I'm gonna keep shooting 1 for 1. Kinetic on fighter. And kinetic on Aurora. Oh, keep missing the Aurora. 27 to the fighter.
I wish you would miss the fighter sub.
I wish you would too, but sometimes I gotta hit something, right?
Yep.
Kunai, you're up.
Kaboomy.
Crit. There we go.
That's another crit with critical focus. Nice.
Blow it up.
Damn. Damn.
I'm glad I took the shield out now.
Yeah, 96 and then 75. Nice. I like it. This thing takes a severe damage to its hull, and this destroyer just kind of like shakes in the air for a moment, but it still manages to hold. Once again, you're like seeing patch holes into some of its mass where like part of the interior is starting to be exposed, but it's not quite like living spaces or anything like that. So like cargo bays or what have you are being exposed, and you kind of like see like materials falling out of it at this point.
Yeah.
Damn, nice shot.
Says Kunai's pushing this button. He's like, "Oh, it's ready! Kaboomy!"
Kaboom! Ooh, it's turning into a butterfly. That thing's dead, but with the next one there. What do you want to do? Do you want to spend a turn to try to do that? No, we're going to keep firing. Fighter? No, Aurora. And the energy weapon doesn't go off, and 19 misses the Aurora. Professor Smithersmon loads, Kipper locks. Donisha finishes a secondary load, and whoever fires can do the last bit there to focus. Charlie, you're up.
When the critical focus.
Alright, critical focus activated and can be fired. Go for it.
Kaboomy.
Are you gonna get a net natch 20? Oh,
Yeah,
so close. So close. Alright, go ahead and roll damage. 85.
Yep.
If you were on this ship right now, you would hear red alarm saying evacuate.
Well, I'm seeing it's going down. Like I said, I'm trying another ship to collect. Get those engines.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I'm gonna try popping its engines. 16 and 19.
On the destroyer?
Destroyer's engine. Yep.
Alright. They both hit.
Don't want it escaping.
28, that becomes 48. That's nice. This thing is looking critical, but not quite there yet.
And that's it for me. Hopefully that was enough to stop it from running away.
Alright, Fizz, you're up.
Just because we haven't done this yet, and I'm curious, right? So, we're gonna move within range, which is just 20 feet, it says, and we're gonna try and claw the destroyer and grapple it.
I feel like that's something that only Kipper can do. Because he's in the pilot seat with the grappling claws. But no, I'll let you go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
I'm clicking it, it's not doing anything.
Alright. I'll click it.
Works
Yeah.
for me.
Pluses.
I mean, the one I rolled did shit to it. Oh, there you go, Fizz.
Oh no. Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Now they're rolling.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now they're rolling.
Wow.
Okay,
I only clicked it a couple times. So
all right. Tell you what. I'll call those dead rolls. All right. Try it one more time to see if it'll actually roll in the moment. There we go. Hey, guess what? You hit. Roll damage. So the huge or smaller creatures is also correct. All right. So basically, this thing grapples around the front of the hull and just smash, trying to put this thing into submission. You have the destroyer in your grasp. Matter of fact, as to represent it, it gets yanked closer to you.
Alright, cool. We just hadn't done the claw yet, and I thought that would be cool.
Yeah, I've been kind of like reserving it for Kipper, but I never found a good time to use it because it was too much health. But yeah, that's a good point. Let's see here. This is the one that realized its guns came back online, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Please come turn back around so we can destroy you.
Yeah. It sees that its destroyer friend is in trouble, so it will try to shoot you, Aurora. Missing well, only one shot. Missing profusely. This one here will try to shoot down the fighter.
Yep.
16 to hit.
Yep.
29 points of damage.
Yeah.
Enemy fighter splits its attacks. First one on fighter. And second one on the Aurora. Aurora is a miss. Another 24 points there.
Yep.
Kunai.
Kunai is going to critical focus on. You know what? We're gonna do the fighter. No, I'm gonna change my mind. Do it on the destroyer.
The destroyer's caught right now.
Yeah, the destroyer's con is going to take damage at the beginning of its turn. I would go for the fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do the fighter. Yeah.
Alright, critical focus, you said?
Critical focus on the fighter.
Alright, critical focus has been applied to the fighter. Like, I wouldn't know why you wouldn't want to do this sometime during your turns. Alright, that one's destroyed. This one here just becomes disabled.
Another 16 points of damage.
Yeah, it's disabled. It is completely out of armor. So, in other words,
it had 1 HP.
It had 4 HP. So as you crush the hull, it kind of like quits running. The engine stop. Part of it starts to break off in the middle, but overall the hull of this ship is still kind of like it's just been obliterated. Yeah. So Professor will add to your loading. Kipper will add to your loading. Donisha will fire. At the fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there you go.
So.
83 points to the fighter. And that's pretty good. The fighter kind of like gets jolted as it takes the impact from the Aurora. And the enemy fighter just realized it's under attack by the main ship now. Let's see, that's the end of that turn, that turn, that turn, that turn. Charlie, you're up.
You gonna re-put up critical focus, or is that still going on?
No, that's it. Yeah, you have to refocus.
Yep, I'll refocus them.
I just haven't been taking it off because it's easier.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, as long as one of you is calling it, that's all I ask. All right, and anything else?
And again,
Samuel, you're up. Where are you taking your fight?
2 shots at the one that's like me.
Oh.
27 and 18.
They both hit. Nice damage, 45. Ooh. That's pretty good.
And I'm flying back into the bay because
okay.
I gotta get out of there.
So, as you do what you can, you fly back into the bay with your ship kind of like sparking and sputtering, but you're able to land. And hell, there's 2 other ships in this bay if you wanted to go back out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the old Hornet.
All right, yeah. So I will say it'll take you a turn to switch, but you could definitely do that. I think that's great. All right, go ahead, pass your turn when you're done there. Since you landed, that's about all you can do.
Yep.
All right, Fizz, you're up.
I'm gonna load that cannon up and get ready for it to fire.
All right, nicely done. The enemies now only have 1 target in the air, though, so now they will focus the Aurora. Not happening. Not happening. They can't hit the broadside of a barn!
I mean, they're hitting the other one pretty well.
1 hits the Aurora. And Kunai, you're
Not even half health yet.
Nah, yeah, you guys are good. And I haven't even given you your drives yet, so we'll fix that after this.
Yeah. I was going to load and say, "Big boom boom, ready to shoot."
Fire away!
Nope.
Huh.
Wait.
It's the professor's turn to fire?
Yep.
Oh, I'll just push this button right here. Boom. Damn, Professor, settle down, buddy. What? I didn't do that. 93 points. It's still standing, but once again, like, this pilot's hearing the red noise and danger signals of you're gonna explode if you stay in this much stress. Kipper will use the grappling arms to kind of like bring in the destroyer closer to a bay, but I feel like the destroyer might be too big for your hangar bays. I could be wrong. I'll have to think about that for a moment. But Kipper kind of like brings it kind of like towards the back so it's not in the front of fire. And he'll go ahead and offer you a shot on the big gun. Donisha follows through as well. Charlie, you're up.
And I maintain critical focus on that dude and load up as well.
Nice.
Do whatever you are, Fizz.
Alright. Samuel, you're able to finally get out of your ship, race over to one of the other planes that are in the hangar. Well, planes, ships. And quickly get yourself buckled in. Next turn, you'll be able to fly out. If you can't, there you go. That'll work.
The Wasp is now starting up.
There you go. You're warming up your engines and getting ready to fly out. Go ahead, pass your turn.
Yep.
Fizz.
I believe we're ready to fire.
Fire away.
You got anything for that, Fizz, or do you want me to just...
There you go. Here's
Advantage.
Right.
Advantage has been granted.
Oh,
Try
that
again.
works too.
Just enough to hit.
14, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Boom. And there's a brief moment where the energy of this blast kind of like impels itself inward, and then this ship starts spattering its debris outward as it explodes out. Whoosh.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
These little ships look to each other. It's like we don't even have a home anymore. Time to go. Shit. Yeah, that's what they do. They back away slowly and try to get away from you. That guy has been destroyed. Kunai, you're up.
I'm a load big cannon. I'm gonna activate critical focus on that little guy right there.
Alright. Oh, that poor guy ain't got a chance in hell, does he? Critical focus has been activated. Destroyers are destroyed, just as they should be. Professor Smitherspawn will add to that. Kipper will add to that. Donisha will take the firing shot. 20 to hit. Which hits. 81 points of damage. The little frigate kind of like tumbles for a moment as it gets impacted. The hull took a good blunt of damage, but that hull is still maintaining and it's still flying. Charlie, you are up as I get the turn order back to you.
Yep, critical focus on that little thing and loading again.
Alright. Samuel, you're able to fly out now.
Yep, now I'm gonna race as fast as 70 can get me. So I'm coming after it. We're gonna pop it with guns.
Fire. Oh, 8's not good enough.
Oh. What? Why does it have a +0 for its attack? It should have more than that.
What's your rank?
My rank is 6 now.
So 8 plus 6 is 14. That hits. Like, we have to add your rank on that one.
Okay, I'll add it.
Only to the attack. So 27 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the description it tells you how you're supposed to math that. Alright, that hits, and you do some damage. Still maintaining its integrity, but definitely not looking long for this world, especially if it takes one more good cannon. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Go ahead and
Because it
pass
only
it.
has the one gun.
Yep.
Sorry, I was fixing the sheet.
Oh, you're fine. Here, I'll pass. Okay. Go ahead, Fizz.
Yeah, I think we're loading up.
Alright. Where are we at on that one? Just one?
Two.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, push. There you go. Anything else? Aurora? Okay, Well, now that I heard 70, these guys are gonna... This guy is basically off the map at this point. But this one here sees that he's getting attacked. Will try to fight back. It's a 15.
15 hits.
27 points of damage to the wasp. That thing's dead in space. Kunai, you're up.
I'm a load it.
Alright. Next one
Ready
fires,
to
right?
fire.
So the professor is going to get in on the firing. Does somebody else want to roll it for him?
Go for it, Kunai.
Yeah, I can let you have the NPCs roll. Nice. Go ahead, roll damage.
80.
As you do your first bit of damage there, Wasp, and a cannon comes flying off to your, let's see, what is it? Starboard side. And you watch as it assails the enemy in front of you and destroys it in midair.
Woohoo!
Whoa! That's a pretty hot button right there.
Yeah.
Do we want to let the other one get away, or should we chase?
He can warn the others of what happens if they try that again.
He gives chase after hearing you say it like that.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. And he will add a load to the gun. If you guys want to keep track of that. Donisha adds to it as well. And then Charlie's there.
Critical focusing on that and loading the gun.
Alright. Sam, you're up again.
That
That
got
one's...
70 feet of movement, so I'm catching right back up to it.
Go for it. Here, let me get rid of these ugly ships that shouldn't even be on the screen.
14.
That'll hit.
17 piercing.
Nice. This thing here, you kind of like pelt into its shielding.
Yep.
Fizz.
Let's blow it up.
Firing up. Oh. Well, 12 hits. 12 hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it does
focus.
hit. Oh
12
my
does
gosh.
it because you did have critical focus. This thing is beefy because it has the shields. And now the shields have dissipated. But you definitely clip into a good chunk of its armor. Well, a little bit of its armor anyway. Anything else? I think that's it.
Yep.
Yipe, yipe, yipe! Run. But, you know, it can only go so far, right?
Yeah, we're gonna always keep up with it, so...
We're running out of maps, so I'll just assume everybody's kind of like keeping up with it, right? And... Oh, I guess I should fire at one of you, though, before it ends its turn. Like, if it's going to have to stay engaged, it's going to have to fire at somebody. I guess it's going to pop the Aurora because it's the biggest threat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it probably won't be able to hit it. So yeah, it tries to fire. It realizes it's an in vain effort. There's like a distress call coming over the intercom as Shella goes, "Oh, now they want to communicate."
I'm interested. I kind of want to know what these creatures, what are they?
As the camera comes on, you see what looks like a big mouth frog looking humanoid. It's got like bulbous skin, bulbish eyes, and just kind of like blinks, and it just kind of like muttering to you in some aquatic language of some sort. What? I don't understand what you're saying. There are, you know, whenever you're trying to hear somebody in a foreign language, like even though you don't understand what they're saying, you can sometimes discern through their tone, like an insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Optional, if you want to roll insight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here if we can figure it out.
Okay, Kunai, this guy just... Yeah, I'll wait to see who else can figure it out too.
On the sheet.
Not on the ship, so I don't think I'm hearing it.
Yeah, you don't hear it. Hell, you might even keep shooting after it's already been called. Who knows? Kunai, this guy's trying to give up. Like,
He
that's...
appears to surrender.
Yeah, he's kind of like surrendering.
You could just put him in the cryo chamber. You could take his ship.
I mean, I'm in agreement with just taking them and not destroying them.
Tell you what, we'll pull the grappler arms out and see if he'll accept being captured.
I put a thumbs up to the guy. To the guy in the hologram.
Intercom to our fighter that's out there. We need to let him know not to attack. Someone get on the horn with Samuel, will you?
Actually,
What
oh, good.
are you gonna do?
Oh no, I was gonna say maybe have Samuel like stay behind flying it in case it makes any funny business, and like kind of guide it in.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell him over the intercom.
So yeah, Samuel, giving up.
Huh?
Yep, the fighter's giving up. Gonna come in. We're gonna essentially capture this vehicle. So fly behind it, fly in with it, and if it any funny business, take it out.
What is it?
We don't know yet. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Okay.
It's some frog-like creature, speaking some kind of, I guess, aquatic-sounding language. Like it sounds like it's underwater trying to speak.
Frog legs, gotcha.
The Aurora claws go out and grips this fighter or frigate and brings it in and devours it into the landing bay. You also have the wreckages that are all around you, and you can go back and sort through it as you wish. But at this point, like, this is the key, right? Like, we're in the cargo hold. Let me go ahead and move us. Or landing bay, I should say, in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go ahead and use this as the marker for now for the enemy. And this is the thing, like, everybody is asked to go ahead and relieve themselves from their duties and come down here and surround this ship, right? So not only are all of you down here, the crew, especially a couple of the plasmoids that we hardly ever see on the ship, are out here. And the creature just kind of like opens the seal to his door. Hold on, let me get this music. We're no longer in battle. We'll put this on. And the door of the, like the pilot door just kind of like comes up from the upper part, like it opens upward.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like this bulky frog-like creature just kind of like glaring at all of you with its bulbous eyes, big, long, wide mouth, and just kind of like just like garbling towards you, and just kind of like universally kind of like holding his hands out, indicating he's not armed or something, right?
Yeah. Just so it's known, Samuel does have his pistol drawn in case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Question: do we have a brig on this ship?
You got a cryo chamber.
We can make one if necessary.
You do have a brig because I believe someone was thrown in the brig.
Oh yeah, remember?
Yeah.
This isn't exactly what it looks like, but we're gonna go ahead and use this as the icon for this guy. Like, he's got more of a bulky figure than the Grung. The Grung are a good example, but this guy seems to have more bulk to him. If you want an example, I would think Tom Kench from League of Legends would be a good example of kind of like how bulky he is.
Mm-hmm.
But this creature just kind of like slowly gets out of the ship. Hands out, just murmur towards you.
Shackles and throw him in the brig, or throw him in the cryo chamber for now?
Well, he
search him.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and take whatever weapons he has. Where have I seen your kind before? With Kipper's help, you can roll an investigation to search him.
Found out Briskadude.
Yeah, I'm not going near him. I'm just keeping my distance.
Well, I see Kunai here, right?
Yeah, if Kunai doesn't, I'll do it. Yeah.
All right, 14.
I'm joining you.
The like, he has like basic supplies, like some kind of bag that seems to be like food and maybe a canteen of water or something. But as far as like anything else on this creature, like, he seemed only built to pilot that ship and nothing else. Like, it doesn't look like he has any expertise in more, hand-to-hand combat, or has anything on him that would indicate that he's capable of fighting back. But he is pretty bulky, and even that's kind of intimidating.
Actually, I do kind of wonder something because I'm curious. Shell, can you scan his ship while it's in here?
I'll give it a try.
Just in case it's like set to explode or something.
Oh, I need somebody to push the buttons. Like somebody with engineering.
Anybody engineering?
Fizz, could you help?
Yeah. I was gonna see if anybody else wanted to do it, but I'll come do it if you want me to.
Yeah. Hate to bring someone on the ship and then blow up their ship for a diversion.
Yeah, unfortunately, because Shella's AI hasn't been upgraded or hasn't had a way to upgrade, she still needs you guys to input the commands to start doing these kind of searches directly.
Am I rolling in engineering? Is
Yeah,
that, or...
yeah, run engineering.
Okay.
Unless you
Also,
just want to hack the ship.
That could be a thing too. I also have a question. The Luckstone says ability checks and saving throws. Will the Luckstone apply? Like, do these count as ability checks? Would that apply?
You know what? I haven't thought about that. For now, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
But I'm going to kind of put that on the back burner because I don't know if it should apply to rank abilities, but we'll see. I'm going to go with yes for now. That sounds fair. Oh, dear Lord. All right, cool. Yeah, 22. The scan is happening, and like you're looking for self-destructs or something like that. She doesn't detect anything of the nature that indicates that this thing will blow up on you.
Okay.
Damn,
so, yeah. Doesn't seem like it'll do that. I guess we can definitely take the key or disable it for now. Just to make sure. And maybe we have a new fighter.
Maybe. For right now, we should put him in the brig.
Oh, I was talking about the plane, not the frog.
Oh, you, not this guy.
See what he's doing there? No, just making it hard. Just teasing. All right, continue.
Also, while I think about it, I really need to see if we can find a helm of comprehend languages, because there's many times we just cannot understand and communicate. I feel like that would be very helpful.
You see Kipper kind of like jump on one of the wings, and he's kind of like looking around.
Would you consider him an animal?
What? No, he's not an animal. If he can fly a ship, he's not an animal.
Oh, good. Okay, fine. I was just trying to help.
I mean, no more animal than maybe a tabaxi or a yanti or a...
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah. Do like an animal handling check on him? That's not how that works.
I was going to cast Speak with Animal.
He's already speaking to you, but no.
That way I could actually understand what he's saying.
No, that would not work here.
Okay. Sorry, I tried.
No, that's fine. But good looking now, but yeah, these are humanoids, not animals. Besides, animals on a different planet might not even work for that. Because what you considered natural might not be natural to the planet that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate. Alright, take him to the break.
Hey, Ice, let's go, fella. I don't know how to speak to you, but come on.
Yeah, you kind of like lead him away, and he does follow. Like he does, yeah, I mean, he kind of figures that he's caught. And yeah, you guys have caught a creature of unknown origin. The Kipper does find like a emblem on the right wing, and it's kind of like a red crescent moon with a like a sharp cut into the lower right, almost like a Q. But he doesn't recognize it.
Does he tell us about it?
I mean, you see him up there staring at it, and he's like, there, I mean, I don't even know what that's about. Yeah, so he kind of like indirectly does.
Okay.
What is that? Yeah. But as far as like you guys trying to identify it, you wouldn't even know.
Well, no.
But maybe.
But do you have anything in our records with that mark? No, we got some stuff from the Citadel database, and see if you can identify.
Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. With investigating the archives and what have you, like Donisha shakes her head. She's like, "No, I don't think we've come across anyone like that. That's one ugly mug too."
Well, at the very least, we need to add this and mark that they were hostile and what happened. So essentially
absolutely.
Make like a log.
Yeah. So it does type up like information. Got it. Anyone with this insignia is considered an evil person.
Nothing to buy this back, right?
No, nothing. Alright, I'm just taking notes here.
Yeah, take your time.
What? The DM's taking notes? That could be big. But yeah, this guy has been captured. You guys are now kind of like in this moment, like, well, the hyperdrives, the Mount Chalice and reactors should be ready to go back online. If you guys are ready, I'll return to the pilot seat and we'll get going again.
I'll just say that Kunai just puts him like in like kind of similar area that we put Scar in.
Yeah. We don't have to
lock him in there.
Yeah, we don't. As you lock him in there, he kind of like turns towards you and just kind of like looks at the shackles like, are you going to take these off? Kind of like look at you.
Sure, I just take him off and let him do his business, and I lock the little window.
Dude. Yeah. Then he just kind of like goes off to a corner and takes a seat.
I look at our frozen friend in the other cryo chamber. You're probably not going to defrost for a while. Just go back to the group.
Meanwhile, in frozen stasis, it still shows her trying to gobble down this gel. All right. I guess I can move us back to the bridge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, back
now
to
that the printer's taken care of.
Yeah. And everything seems to be going swell. We do need to keep track of how many days went by, don't we?
Been a week so far.
Yeah.
We need at
so
2 weeks we're
at least
to...
at least 7 days have passed. So we do have like a week we can wander. So like that's why Kipper's doing like spotty 1 day out, 1 day back kind of adventures so that you guys aren't always out of place. All right, but yeah, the course continues, and unless there's anything you guys want to do for the remainder of the time we have left, which is about 30 minutes, 25 to be precise, we're just basically sailing.
I mean, Samuel, ship needs repairs.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ships that need repairs. So like Donisha,
and a new ship to be searched.
So Donisha and Charlie, you two will try to repair the ships, right?
Yep.
And go ahead and roll your mechanics with ranks. And this basically tells us how long it's going to take to like fully make the fighter operational fully. 14's pretty strong roll. It's not too weak. So your... What did you name the fighter, or did you even name it?
Didn't name it yet.
Okay, the fighter will be locked for a day. So, like, if any combat comes up, you cannot use it because it's still being worked on.
That's perfectly fine.
But of course, like the other ship that you took out took minimum damage, so that one's easily repaired within an hour. But because the shields broke and the armor broke on the fighter, it's going to take a little bit to get that back up and operational.
Mm-hmm.
It might even take materials too, huh? But you guys have a lot of materials, so we won't go too technical on that. So yeah, Donisha and Charlie are spending time as Donisha's kind of like guiding Charlie to become a better mechanic.
Yeah.
What's up? Like I said, guys, this is your chance to socialize, interact with NPCs, interact with each other, as you kind of have free time on the ship after all that. And you also have that prisoner you could try to figure out what to do with.
I would ask if anyone wants to put on a spacesuit and go check out that other ship we captured. Make sure everyone got off of it.
I mean, I would presume that no one's in the ship. Didn't Donisha go inside of it?
Well,
No.
We're talking about the destroyers that you destroyed?
The destroyer we captured, yeah.
Okay.
I think Shella will tell you. Well, I did detect about 50 space pods flying out of those things when they were disabled.
Yeah, but we don't know if everyone got off. There could be, like, people still held up somewhere in them.
I mean, they're the enemy. If you want to search and rescue, that's all up to you, but you don't have to, right?
We don't have to, but just in the day, wouldn't you want someone coming to look for you, Shella?
Well, I already found me. I'm fine.
That's up to the group. I just think it would be wise.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, I suppose we could take a quick look to see if someone is still on the ship. Highly unlikely, but you never know.
Kipper squints an eye, and then he takes a grappler arm, and he wraps it around the ship and shakes it like a salt shaker. And he's like, nope, I don't think there's anyone left in there. And then kind of like tosses it aside.
No, don't toss it. That's my next ship.
These destroyers have been destroyed.
Fair. With the time that Kunai has remaining, then he would go and do his little experiment with the little pin, the med pin that he's been working on, see if he can figure it out. Figure out how without the proper equipment.
The equipment just gives you a bunch of formulas that you don't even recognize, similar to the fuel, except they seem to be different symbols.
Could I roll a chemist to see if I understand somewhat of what it is?
Do you have chemistry now?
I have chemist.
Alright, I haven't even built that one up all the way yet. Go for it.
Could I add my table or no?
You'd add your ranks.
Okay.
Well, natural 20, I don't know, man. That seems a little low. So, the thing is, the compound needed for, like, these med pins is not as complicated as the fuel. So it makes sense that after, like, studying the archives you've been given, and this data equipment that you've been given as well, you're starting to understand that there are periodic tables of elements that kind of, like, make up the structure of everything, right? So you're basically learning, like I said, guys, this is nothing but a nerd show. You're learning the periodic table and what these elements are, and now you're starting to understand what some of these basic symbols, and you just figured out how to make what you have. Like, but I guess now you have the equipment to do it. So as long as you have the ingredients that you're discerning from the formula, you can definitely make it.
Okay, so I can now make med pens. That's great. I can definitely look into getting the resources that I need later.
I mean, you can make the gel that goes in the med pits. Med pits themselves are still a mechanical structure.
That's fair.
Yeah. And
that's my time.
Yeah, in the hull or in the ship bay where things are being worked on, like Donisha, you see her kind of like hanging on a giant scaffolding of some sort that's kind of like got her projected to a point to where she can get to the top part of the holes, and she's like doing like a torch weld cut and trying to teach Charlie. So you gotta be careful not to look directly at it, and make sure you got your safety goggles on. You got your goggles on, right?
I do, don't worry.
You sure?
Learned from last time.
Yeah, you go blind, it's not my fault. And then you make the cuts similar, and she just teaches you how to torch weld and get through and try to get these holes repaired properly. And yeah, you know, during this point, like, you're able to ask her questions in between each cut or what have you. So like she's quick to answer what she can, and you're definitely taking it in. And as you grow in ranks, you'll definitely have more understanding regardless. So what'd you think? You get it all figured out on that one?
Yep, pretty sure.
All right, and then if you need to load the ammunition back up, you just slap it in here. Kind of like showing you how to load ammunition, show you how to set up the drives and everything else. And yeah, she just kind of like mentors you into it. trying to think if any of the other NPCs had anything specific they needed to kind of like go through. Like the only thing, like Professor Smitherspawn, you just see him kind of like staring at the monitor and just reading and reading for hours and hours on end, interested, not stopping. Sometimes he pulls out a notepad and starts writing down a bunch of stuff onto it and tries to kind of like put this information somewhere where he can get to, right? And he just keeps reading and has nothing more, unless you guys like interrupt him, because it's like he's a workaholic right now, just focusing on information he's never seen before, right? Kipper is maintaining his heading and just kind of like doing diagnostics on the ship in between. We've taken some serious damage. I don't think we're going to go out too much further, though. I think we should just go ahead and head back to the Astro Elves and try to get repairs done before we do anything more dangerous. What do you all think?
Fair enough.
We need to really sort out our drives on this system. Shella! Oh yeah, that's right. You were supposed to have these activated, weren't you? What? Kipper gets angry as Shella because Shella forgot to activate your drives because the DM forgot to add them. Which I will have done next week, for sure. But Kipper just kind of like grumbles, and then the ship changes course to head back towards the Astro Elves location, the Butterfly Citadel, as it's labeled on the monitor. And we just hear Shella go, "Ooh, butterfly." Anything else for anybody else? Fizz, you got anything?
I actually don't for once. I've been thinking, I'm like, I really don't.
No. About the only thing left to do is refill your hacking cables, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were kind of fun, weren't they?
I guess I could kind of like, go work on that, it's good to go. And then maybe interact with the professor and kind of like, you see what was going on, and like tell him about hacking.
Trying to manipulate him into earning ranks. Yeah. He'll listen to you and hear your explanation, and he says, "Oh yes, I remember reading about that too," and kind of like compare notes with you and everything. All right, we don't need this music. We're not in that haunted area anymore, are we? Sorry about that, guys. Here you go. You can have that one now. And you know what? It doesn't even hurt to end a little early, but I do want to like ask you guys your opinion before we head out. Was the space combat fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. And everybody had fun today, right?
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Samuel, did you have fun? Samuel, did you
Yes,
walk...
yes, I did. I had people in my background, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just want to get everybody's opinion to make sure, like, is this becoming balanced?
It's becoming more balanced, yes.
Yeah, I think it's balancing out pretty easy as well. Like I said, I do want to like give you like neat items to add to your drives. So like how you were wanting to do called shots to specific units, that's something I could probably work up. And like if you want to disable the engines within an attack or something, kind of similar to hacking in a way, but it's more of a concussion grenade or something, who knows, right? So we could work on something like that, like a target lock system, and it'd be a auxiliary drive where you can do a call shot or something like that. It's in the back burner of my mind. I'll have it worked out in hopefully a couple weeks, if not sooner. The Aurora will get its drive systems activated properly on the next. You guys will land peacefully at the Astro Elves, and we'll get your drives situated before I forget to do that anymore. Also, we'll slowly start building a market for having drives created for you guys, so you guys can have more customization. Well, I think that's good enough to stop right there then. So with that, we'll say goodnight to everybody, and you guys can catch that last Pokemon before we leave. We will be back I'll probably be back tomorrow, where I'll be working on Pokemon Scarlet, and any of you, my friends who are in my community or in this chat with me, are more than welcome to form a community, or a union, that's what it's called, a union. And we can go around and do some raids and try to get ready for the 4-star event happening December 1st. Right around the corner, guys. Charizard is going to come after us. Also, I might be working on my second account to trade off a Karidos to get someone's Maridos permanently. So if you guys want to hang out, do some Pokemon trading and look for shinies with me, you're more than welcome to join me on those streams. I don't know exactly what time. Be in the community, listen, or just stay on the channel and be ready to learn. Wednesday, we are going back to the Radiant Citadel with Ishtaria and her allies. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. 6 p.m. every Wednesday. Friday is our open role play. If you want to play some D&D with some of these fine folk who are with me today, ! help in Twitch chat. We'll give you a link to the game, a link to the Discord, and a link to a Character Mancer video to help you out, which I still need to edit. I'm sorry. And Sunday. What can I say about Sunday? Oh boy. Episode 1 again next week because I wiped. We probably shouldn't have went after the Titan first. Oops.
We need to be a bit more leveled with him.
Yeah. But no, we got all the way to the first Titan, and then we realized, oh, we probably should have done a little leveling before we got here. Our bad, my bad. But yeah, Shella was chasing Butterfly. She wasn't paying attention to your guys' level. And we did good, but yeah, he caught us off guard with that angry thing. We're gonna reset, and basically I got us caught up to where we caught Sprigarito, and we are ready to catch our Lechonk or whatever. I think I killed it actually, so I don't know. I think I did that. So we're gonna go back to school, we're gonna speed run it, but hopefully you guys caught the storyline on the first episode. I'll have the YouTube video hopefully uploading tomorrow. I'll work on that as well. Hey guys, we got a lot of stuff happening here, and I hope you guys continue to support the streams using Dixper, using your subs, getting free Dixper cards with your subs. You know what to do, guys. Thank you for joining us. Say goodnight to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, whoever else I decide to let you guys watch.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. And make sure you ask, whoever we raid, do you hear the calling?
Or do you blame